Okay, so I want to talk for a second about some skincare. Ooh. So our first speaker today that we're going to talk to in a minute is Shea Brand. Shea Brand is more than a skincare company. They create artful, minimal plastic self-care products in New York City. Ooh. Their line is full of all-natural CBD products as well as non-CBD skincare products that will be a staple for your morning-night routines. Isn't that great?
Speaking of routines, Shea Brand is a brand that I absolutely love. So their cucumber hydrosol, I love to just spray it on my face before bed, after a shower, when I wake up in the morning, before I put makeup on. Yes. It's just that awesome cucumbery vibe that I love to smell.
They're so nice. And I can testify to Chase, we're roommates, so she cannot go to bed without putting this on. She loves it.
It's to die for, and you're going to want it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're super excited to go talk to Shea Brands. So I think they're on right now.
I'm going to actually take off my taco hat. We'll put that away. We're
in
skincare mode.
All right, bye to tacos and let's say hello to skincare. So hi, Shea Brand.
All right. Hi,
Austin. Hi, Austin. How are you?
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
All right, so we're super excited to have y'all. So we just want to kind of know about y'all's brands and how you guys came up with the idea for Shea Brand.
Sure. So this is Marie. She's one of the co-founders and this is the COO of the business. We also have another co-founder, Krystal, who's the chief creative officer, and she does all the packaging, and the website is responsible for all of our amazing creative assets. They are also both co-founders. So Krystal's not here with us, but she definitely sends her love and is well aware of this account because, yeah, it's been very important to us. And we're seeing what you're doing here with the Children's Hospital. And not only is it great for us to be here to contribute to that, but we also find our customers that are acquired through the brick and mortar space, through smaller stores, there really are most important customers. Sorry, that's my dog.
I'm gonna go
sorry about that.
No, it's totally fine. We love dogs.
Yeah, he doesn't use the toy unless he feels like, unless he knows what we're.
He wants attention.
Yeah, we get that.
But in all seriousness, we think that these stores are sort of the lifeblood of communities. And I think we're seeing now, especially because of COVID, just how important it is to have places on the ground for people to walk into, to have that human interaction, and to also, in our case, be able to pick the products up and interact with them and use them, which is really, what's most compelling when it comes to trying to get to make a sale. So we do find that a lot of the customers we acquire through these stores, they trust us more, they buy more frequently and more often.
I'm so sorry.
And they're generally really tuned into our message. We're really all about environmentalism, body positivity, and inclusiveness, sort of core pillars that we've had from the beginning. It's part of the reason why we are minimal plastic. So we don't use any hard plastic packaging, small plastic components like in those sprays. But it was really one of these stories that started small, where we were in a basement in Brooklyn, very small space. And the three of us lived in an apartment together. And we had sort of respective problems with our skin. In my case, it was eczema. And I had solutions for nighttime and for severe breakouts, but for something that was to get me through the day, I eventually turned to look for like natural solutions, which is why we first started selling shea butter, which had been really important to me. And, we listed it on Amazon, and through this time period of, we all had full-time jobs, right? Like we were learning very intensely about natural skincare, about what we like to think about as sort of integrated health and wellness, which is not really just skincare. It's also about, the collision of eating well and exercising and even spirituality coming together to what we understand to call, like right now, sort of like self-care is the term. So, we wanted to sort of really listen to what people needed, and make products that reflected those needs, but that also were of the highest quality possible and priced in a way that, you know, people could afford, which for really kind of the most sophisticated formulas, especially when it comes to things like serums, and pain products like the menstrual cramp roller, that have a lot of very robust and expensive ingredients. um, you know, they can get pretty costly, just to be fully transparent, especially going, you know, filtering through these stores. For us as a brand, it's not really like a huge money making business. It's more just about us trying to get our products into the hands of people that, are really most important to us. So that was why after time we started developing more products like our lip balms. We had gotten into CBD into our personal lives. I was a former medical cannabis grower, and CBD had become a very important part of my life, mainly because my uncle has Parkinson's disease. So around 2015, 2016, I started really digging deep into the world of CBD and learned everything I possibly could about it, read every study, and started working with some of the best scientists, doctors, and pharmacological experts who all had sort of varying understanding and knowledge of CBD and how it functions and interacts with our body and mind, but not, they hadn't like come together. The information hadn't been compiled in a way that customers could really connect with. So that's why we've been focusing on training the stores that we work with and trying to provide educational material and customer support to help, you know, destigmatize these products, and help draw the bridge. So it's also part of the reason why we use really beautiful packaging. You know, like it doesn't look like Cheech and Chong made it, you know, but a lot of these are cannabis based products. And we were one of the first to, you know, make packaging that reflected more traditional beauty experiences, right? And a lot of these products look, feel, and smell like premium beauty products as well. So not just passing off CBD products as skincare beauty products, but products also that deal with pain, like the menstrual cramp roller, can also be pleasant, can also smell good, and it can also feel good. So yeah, so that's pretty much. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're great. No, it was great. Thank you so much for telling us.
Yeah.
Products.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of it. Did you want to add to that?
No, I think that's great. Your uncle having Parkinson's really is what set us onto our CBD journey.
Yeah. Yeah. It was something we had developed a passion for, like, very quickly. And now, you know, almost 4 years later, since we've been in that immersed in that world, our belief in what it can bring to people's lives, in a sort of profound way, has only increased. We've got, you know, thousands of customers across the country who share their stories with us, mainly about, again, products that take away their pain, or products like the full spectrum oil drops, which are really important for your overall health, your dietary health, and really do help with things like sleep and anxiety, depending on your respective needs. It's why those products sell the best, as I'm sure you can attest to, and Zach as well.
Absolutely.
Because yeah, they really are. They fall in the needs category, versus a lot of beauty products are more like in the wants category. So it was important for us to like try to figure out the best way to provide those products. Anyways, sorry to rant a little bit.
That's amazing. We love hearing about it.
Yes. I noticed that you have coconut-free products. Would you mind talking about this for a little bit?
Yeah, so one of the big things that we wanted to do when we launched Shea Brand was to be completely palm oil free. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes.
Yes.
The coconut?
Yes. So we don't use fractionated coconut oil in our CBD tincture. We use hemp from start to finish. So that means that a lot of CBD oils out there are in a fractionated coconut oil, and we believe in the power of the full plant. So that means that the CBD is in a hemp seed oil, which is really great for you. It's got a ton of vitamins, and it's got this really nice kind of earthy taste, which I love. And yeah, we also don't use any palm oil in any of our products, which is very important. Palm oil has been linked to a lot of deforestation. So we want to make sure that not only are we doing minimal plastic packaging, but that our ingredients also aren't harming the environment in any way. So you're getting great formulations, good ingredients, and you're also not harming the planet.
Yeah, that's amazing that you can have a product that you can use like a daily routine. It helps us, but it's also helping our planet and not like burning trees.
Yeah, it's very difficult. You know, it's very difficult to have minimum impact. It's one of this big roadblocks as a small brand, right? We only have so much access to the sort of transparency of our supply chain. And especially as costs go lower, kind of the more sketchy it is in terms of the supply chain. So Marie does an amazing job of like vetting everything up and down. It becomes very expensive to do that as well.
Wow, that's awesome. Oh, thank you for sharing about that. And then also I had a question. Every time that we talk about the Electric Daisy collection, our customers are shocked because they've never heard of this natural Botox. Can you tell us how that works in your skincare products?
It's crazy. I think it's this new, I mean, this ingredient has been around forever. It comes from this small little perennial flower. It looks like a little button that's yellow and then has a red top, and it grows all over. And it was predominantly used and has been predominantly used as a tooth numbing agent in like the whole natural holistic world. So when people had a toothache, they would take the flower and chew it up, and it literally numbs your whole entire mouth. But when you take that flower and you apply it to skincare, it creates a really nice and beautiful tightening and brightening effect. So it is my favorite thing. I mean, I apply this every morning on my skin. I put a couple of drops right in my hand, and then I work it in, and I always spray the hydrosol before doing this because it's good to put serum on a wet face. It's going to help your face really absorb the product. So after I do this, I really do notice this difference and this kind of glow that my skin has. So it's been such a fun ingredient to work with. It's really super powerful and has such amazing properties to it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. A few of the it's a nerve agent, right? So it stimulates your skin, and a few different things happen. One, it evens out the collagen layer beneath your skin, and two, it reduces contractions in your face muscles, which like help eliminate fine lines and wrinkles. And that's kind of the secret sauce. Actually, you do find Electric Daisy, sometimes called Sichuan buttons, in some anti-wrinkle creams. Actually, this just never been really marketed. We try to be like ingredient focused. So in this case, it was already a sort of it was the ingredient that was kind of doing the most already. And then on top of that, we thought it was really cool, and it feels great on your skin as well. So the mask has that kind of satisfying tingle that you'd expect from something called Electric Daisy.
That's awesome. I love that. And then also in our chat, I think we had someone ask where your products are made.
They're all made in New Jersey.
Oh, no
So pretty close to where we are. We're in Brooklyn. Our offices are here. And then we go visit our manufacturing like every couple of months, and they're great. Very close by New Jersey.
That's awesome. I noticed that you said you use this in your routine as well. Which one was your favorite one?
That changes. It's like picking a favorite child.
Well, I hope you can.
So hard. Right now, I'm using the jasmine hydrosol in the morning right before actually anytime I'm applying any type of skincare product. So whether it's like an oil, which I apply at night, or the serum, I spray that on right before applying it. Because again, it helps with the absorption of the product. When it's hotter outside, I carry the cucumber hydrosol with me everywhere.
Yes, love it.
It's just so refreshing.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it makes me think of the beach. I love the cucumber hydrosol. And then I've been using the rose witch hazel a lot whenever like I work out or things are, I feel like my face is a little oily and I don't necessarily have time to go and wash my face. I'm just like quickly get that oil off type of deal.
No, I love the cucumber one because I'm all about like feeling fresh, and it kind of feels like you're at the spa but without the cucumbers.
Right, absolutely.
Very refreshing.
And that's a good way of putting it, because hydrosols they're essentially just really refreshing and enjoyable to use. Like they're hydrating, and you inherit the benefits from whatever plant that you're distilling, in this case cucumbers and jasmine, but a lot of it's really just about the way that it makes you feel, and it transports you right to someplace magical.
It does. It feels fresh,
absolutely.
fresh feel,
and they all smell so good.
Yeah, thank you. And the thing about, you don't need to be overwhelmed by the amount of sprays. Like, we're actually coming with new boxes that are more distinctive in separating the hydrosols from the witch hazels. If you're already familiar with witch hazel, sort of medicine cabinet staple in the Thayer's plastic bottle with the red cap. Well, a lot of people have used it, as a mild disinfectant, as a toner to draw dirt and oil from the skin. As Marie said, it's great for neutralizing oils, closing up your pores. And we just have it in 3 different scents, right? So it's all the same thing, but do you like tea fruit, which is a grapefruit tea tree cross? Do you like rose? Do you like lavender? So, there's a lot of sprays there, but it's really more just about your preference. And we don't use any fragrances. So it's it's a safe 1% dilution of an essential oil actually just floating in there. So you have to give it a little shake. But
and I will say the tea fruit is so good for acne prone skin. So I get hormonal acne, like a lot of different people, unfortunately. And that's my go-to. Like tea tree essential oil is really good for acne prone skin. It's an antibacterial, so it's going to really help with any of those reoccurring pimples and anything like that. So I'm just like, spray that when I feel any of those nasty pimples coming, and it really does help.
Well, that's great. I definitely want to do that. Do you do it just whenever you feel that coming on? Do you do that every day consistently?
Yes, definitely. And I do it like, I know kind of like when my cycle, when it's going to hit, I'm like, I'm about to have bad skin. Like I need to really take care of what's going on.
The exfoliant's also really good exfoliating in general is vital for healthy skin. In this case, it's a volcanic ash. It's a really fine exfoliant, but also with the mask and exfoliant, one of the reasons why products with CBD are so effective at dealing with acne is because studies have shown that acne is something that is CBD and cannabinoids in general can directly affect, it's a regulatory function. So it's like your body responding to something, right? And your endocannabinoid system, the system that CBD is engaging, we don't have to get into it right now, is responsible for controlling that and to achieve balance, to help you control. So at its source, right? It's not like you can still add it topically, but it's not like tricking your body into less acne, like a lot of the topical chemicals do. We kind of like burn it off. This is more actually like telling your body to not produce or eliminate it in the first place.
Oh, that's awesome. So you're saying that like CBD products, like they actually target like acne specifically? Is that basically what you're saying?
Yes, acne is one of the functions that CBD has been known to control, which in this case will modulate whether it's like inflammation or oil penetration that
Mhm.
is responsible for that acne.
And actually, we hear from a lot of customers that suffer from inflammation, whether it's like, you get the puffy eyes, you haven't slept enough, or you have a lot of water retention and you have that inflammation in your face. And CBD really does help. And we have a lot of customers that come back for the Electric Daisy line because of the CBD anti-inflammation aspect of the line.
Yeah, without actually knowing that, I actually did see a difference in my skin while using that product. And so like now I know, oh, that's why the CBD is like definitely targeting that stuff.
Great. Yep.
And of course, we have a lot of other great ingredients in there that really top of the line. And not just saying that, we're one of our non-founding partners is a chemist and PhD and has formulated some best-selling products that are sold at Sephora, and you've probably heard of some of them, and now works exclusively with us and one other brand. So, the efficacy of our products in terms of naturals is like right on the cutting edge for sure.
Wow, that's great. And also, I know that y'all's pricing is awesome for these products, but especially with all that they do. I know that on the Electric Daisy products, compared to other high-end mask or serums, that you can get the serum and mask and exfoliant for like $130, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
amazing. Thank you. That's one thing that was so important to us. We were really adamant on getting our customers the best packaging, the best ingredient, all natural, with really top end formulas at a fair price. We were like, we're done with price gouging. We don't want to hear about it. We want our customers to really get the best stuff at the fairest price.
Awesome. Wow, we love that. And yeah, again, gorgeous packaging. Sometimes I buy stuff for the packaging, and so like I think because it just looks cute, but then it's also great product as well.
Yeah, we definitely bought our friends like Shea Brand products for gifts.
Oh, great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, that's the other thing about selling through retailers like Cove and Ace is like these products can be gifts, so you don't, even if you're not planning on like buying it, using it over and over again, like we talked about earlier, like a lot of these products you buy because they're beautiful and you can like give to somebody, so like, they're presentable. And that actually is like that's a big part of our business is like gifting.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then also another really cool thing tonight, since we are getting back 10%, when you buy the trio of the Electric Daisy, you'll get back $13. So that's a really awesome deal. So when you buy the trio.
That's an amazing deal.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Thanks. Yeah. I also, I kind of wanted to just have y'all, if you hadn't mentioned it yet, just kind of talk again about your plastic-free lip balms, because I know that's kind of hard to find. And it's so awesome that y'all made those. So.
Thank you. I love these. I have like one in every single one of my coat pockets and purse. They like accumulate really easily. But I absolutely love this. I love the fact that we don't use like any hard plastic. Almost all lip balms out there are in plastic, and it's the type of thing where it's like, why? It can be in a paper tube and it's just as beautiful. And you just use a little push pop technology underneath. You can push it in. It's really simple ingredients. It's shea butter, beeswax, coconut oil, vitamin E. And then we have one with peppermint oil in there, and the other one has CBD in it. So it's just simple ingredients. It's super effective. And Austin can talk about how amazing CBD is for your lips, for ages.
If you want to know. I mean,
we want to know.
I don't know. I'm trying to be sensitive to your time and everything.
No, yeah,
okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the lip balms, you should definitely try them, like really try them. The CBD lip balms are actually going to Whole Foods in next year.
Awesome.
And we've had a lot of success selling those in like quantities. And I'm not sure if you have the dispensers. Those really help as well. But I just want to address the fact that, it's a $13 lip balm for the CBD one. And like, look, like lip balms are one of the most commoditized products on the planet. And like, it costs $2 and they come in like a little plastic thing and they're 90% filler. And then you lose it in the crack of your couch and you don't really care because it's lip balm, you know. So we like to, yeah.
Yeah, and most of them actually make your lips drier, which a lot of people.
I agree
Heard
with
about
that.
that.
Yes.
And people are like, keep putting it on. They're like, I don't know why this isn't working. I'm like, because this is the marketing scheme. They're trying to make your lips drier, so you keep buying. I'm like, that's not good.
Right, yeah, that is not good.
Yeah. But also I
Please
was
don't
just
do
saying
that.
like the price point, like it's actually, it dignifies the lip balm.
Mhm.
It does cost us, like it forces you to take care of it. You know what I'm saying? And in that sense, it's, you know, we think it's more bang for your buck, if that makes sense.
I totally
yeah.
agree. And we love them at our store. We actually, when you buy 3, you get a special discount at our store.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's so good. And the other ones are great too. But just really quick, why CBD is good for your lips.
Yeah, please tell
Again,
us.
you have to think about this. When you apply CBD topically to your lips, you have these receptors that are on your lips specifically designed to receive compounds like CBD, of which your body already produces and uses to try to modulate things like sebum oil on your lips. You don't want your lips to be too oily. You don't want them to be not oily enough. These receptors will detect if what it needs, and then it will sort of engage your endocannabinoid system to either produce more oil or inhibit oil production, depending on what your lips need. So it's not like, you know, like it doesn't do one thing. It can cause upticks and downticks, which is cool, right? Just about people with Parkinson's disease suffer from, we think, a lack of dopamine to the brain, and people with Tourette's syndrome suffer from an excess of dopamine to the brain. But cannabis helps both, right? Because it can encourage dopamine production and it can inhibit it. So just a cool thing. That's how you want to think about
Mhm.
how cannabis helps you. It's
It's
not
a great
really truly not a
modulator.
drug in that, yeah.
Mhm.
There's this concept homeostasis, which is like balance that tries to get you in. So anyways, your lips, sebum oil, modulation, also cell regeneration. The
Mhm.
reason why CBD heals wounds is because it encourages, it's an anti-inflammatory, but it also encourages new healthy skin cell production. So like your skin cells contain these receptors as well. And cannabinoids will be deployed to be like, hey, got to produce more skin cells because this area is in need. So on your lips are beaten battered for sure. And then the third thing is inflammation. There's many other reasons why it helps your skin, but these are the 3 I like to just go to.
Mhm.
Inflammation, cell regeneration, and oil modulation. So it seems novelty to add CBD to a lip balm, but it's not.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, not at all.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's great. Yeah, those are all really important things to think about. No, that's great. Thank you guys so much for talking about all your products.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I see we're past our time.
Great.
I really enjoyed hearing
Yeah.
about products. I mean, it's nice to I enjoyed your product already before even knowing about it. So
So now that we know more about it, like we want to keep using it because
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Good.
And if anyone has any questions, you know, you can reach out to us, you know, through our website or personally, Austin at Shea Brand and Marie at Shea Brand if you'd like. Thank you for having us, and
Yeah, it
shout
was
out to
so-
the hosts, and the production value is amazing.
thank you so much, guys. We
Yeah,
appreciate
now I want to go eat some tacos
Yeah.
and some
Yes.
nachos. You guys are hungry.
Ooh.
Thank y'all so
Thank
much.
you so much,
Thank
guys.
you.
Bye.
Bye, Alex and Marie.
Bye.